What's good, everybody? It's your boy Instinct, and today we got ourselves a special guest today. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Phoenix Wright, and I'm here to collab with Instinct on the power skill Giorno, Giovanna.
Yeah, and good to have you on my channel, man.
And thanks.
As he said, we are going to power scale my first JoJo character on this channel. It's going to be, as he said, Giovanna. Before we start the video, we're not going to make absurd claims. The claims we are going to make should be presented with evidence in every video that I make. So let's get started. The first thing we're talking about is the lore.
Alright, a major thing in the JoJo for the lore is basically it starts off with Hamon. Hamon is like the natural life energy in one's being and even in nature. It's kind of similar to Ki in a way from Dragon Ball, where it can be used to even grow plants or bring life. Could even be used to destroy evil undead beings and demons. Not really demons, but zombies and vampires mostly, and even pillar men. And also and then we go to the main thing in JoJo, which is stands. Stands are the manifestation of the fighting spirit, both your psychological and spiritual energy all mixed into one. Stand users are naturally capable of seeing spirits and interacting with them, shown when Rohan Kishibe was able to see Remy, Sugoto Remy, who was like a dead spirit, and he was able to talk to her, see her, and even he was able to use his stand ability on her, and it worked. Also, other stand users can see spirits as well, shown when Jotaro was able to see Joseph's dead soul rising up to heaven. Yeah, those were mostly the main examples. Also, it's not also for stand users. It's natural for if their soul is put into another body, they still have their stand ability. Their stand is attached to their own soul. So regardless if their soul is put into another body, they can still use their stand, and it has the same amount of power and abilities.
All right. Thank you, Phoenix, for the lore. And now with that out of the way, let's get right into the attack potency slash durability of Giovanna. And now, starting off, Giorno should be around large town levels, which meaning he fought on par with Sticky Fingers who could damage Diavolo, and Diavolo is already above stands like the Sun and the Justice who are both around those large town levels.
And also, as a quick note, Diavolo easily stomped people like Polnareff. Polnareff was capable of damaging and keeping up with Star Platinum Jotaro. And while he was possessed during the fight, nothing implied he was getting amped. Really, he was more or less bloodlusted and morals off. And even Jotaro himself stated that that Silver Chariot was a stand where you have to fight at your absolute peak in order to keep up.
And large town levels should be around the high levels of kilotons to megatons, which I will show in the description. And Giorno also damaged White Album, who is at least small city level, since he only cracked him at a higher range of large town. And small building levels just like lower end feats. He should be small city in his Golden Experience Requiem form physically, as he should scale above him via stats. Requiem happened at the end of the series, so it's alright. And plus, his hacks should be around, both with the hacks of the Requiem, he should be around Universal Plus consistently. Can you explain to the audience why Giorno has Universal Plus with the Requiem hacks?
Okay, well, his causality hack is like Universal Plus due to it was able to completely reset a time spanning a time spanning erase time. Basically, erase time is basically a temporal ability that affects the affects the entire time continuum, and Journal was capable of reversing all of that.
Alright, so now the AP's over. let's get into right into the hacks of Giorno.
Okay, for the hacks of Giorno, he has the ability called Life Giver. Life Giver, whenever he punches an object or a being, uh, they will transmute into another, either living or non-living. If it's a non-living object that he hits, it'll turn into a living object. For example, he was able to turn a suitcase into a frog, and he was capable of turning a dead stand into like a snake. He was capable of turning his like severed like his hand that was cut off, and it turned into like a piranha. And he's even used the ability to turn like a fish into a raft. So like yeah, he's pretty resourceful with his ability as well. Shown where he was able to turn a small pebble into a fly, so he can cause damage to another user. Life Giver also causes, if it's hit on an actual person, that person will have their senses and entire nervous system and body senses completely glitched out. Think of it like this, like bad internet connection, like a really horrible internet connection. Your mind might be like growing and might be like outside of your body, and you think you're stronger, faster, and tougher than you are before. But what in actuality is happening is that your body is lagging in actual reality. So and when like Journal attacks you when you're in this state, the damage is increased as your nervous system can't really keep focus on the situation, or like it can't really detect and utilize the amount of pain you're getting punched with. So basically, it screws up your nervous system and increase damage. But also, like the beings that were like imbued with life when he touched it, and if they're damaged in any way, damage is reflected on the person who did it. And like this has shown to be used on some guy with a shovel try to hit Journo, and like he hit the frog, and the damage was reflected on his skull. So like yeah, it imploded his skull and he died. Another ability Journo has is, well, of course, as GR, he can reset every action to zero as a form of causality manipulation. This ability is also passive, as shown. Journo didn't even have to physically activate Requiem in order to use this ability. So, like, yeah, it's a passive ability, so whoever tries to pull an action on Journo, it's all reset to zero. Where to the point where it's as if they never moved from the start. So that's all. That's the hacks for like Giorno Giovanna.
All right, since we got the hacks over with, now the last and easy thing we're going to be talking about is the speed of Giovanna. For like Golden Experience Requiem, he was able to go toe to toe with Diavolo, which meaning he was able to move and erase time, which does have inaccessible speeds.
And like for the lower scaling as base G Golden Experience, he's capable of keeping up with Finger, who was able to tag Diavolo. Diavolo easily was capable of dodging attacks from Silver Chariot, and Silver Chariot tagging Hangman when he was in like his light form. It was recalculated to be around 1,200 times the speed of light, easily around MFTL speeds in his base form, and inaccessible speeds as like Golden Experience Requiem. Quick note, I would like to mention for the other abilities, Requiem is also capable of like if you're killed by Requiem, you'll die infinitely, and you'll never stop dying and never like reach heaven or hell. You're basically stuck in purgatory. Another thing I should mention is that GR also negs fate hacks, shown when like Diavolos try to manipulate fate and try to see the fate of Journal's actions, and it didn't work. As like he may be able to see the actions, but the thing is he's never gonna reach to the reality. His prediction of Journal getting like killed was never happened to begin with. It was completely negged.
And yeah, that's all. And so for conclusion, his AP and durability for base Giorno should be around large town level. And for Requiem, it should be consistently universal plus. For the speeds, base Giorno and base Requiem should be around MFTL plus. And for full power Requiem, it should be around inaccessible speeds. And that's it for all this video. If you guys liked our video, make sure to like, subscribe to my channel, and also subscribe to Phoenix channel.
Well, I hope you all have a blessed day.
Peace.